I love a restaurant that offers great food and a wonderful wine list. Well, how about that? Surrounded by fantastic art, all in a Boston location. Well, that's next when Selling DC Locals Only visits Whino in Arlington. I'm JP Montalban. You might know me as a real estate agent, but I'm also a DMV native passionate about sharing the stories of the DMV's local shops and restaurants that make for great neighborhoods for us. Right here on Selling DC Locals Only. Welcome to another episode, folks, of Selling DC Locals Only. I'm here with Shane Pomahambo of Whino. Shane, thanks so much for having us.
Oh, welcome.
What a fantastic restaurant. Just amazing to be here in this beautiful environment.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, it's been 14 years in the making, so pretty exciting.
Absolutely. So share with us a little bit about this special space. I mean, first of all, visually, it's just vibrant, exciting. It's a place that I wanted to walk into as soon as I hit the door.
Yeah, also, I think it comes from my art background. I had an art gallery still have an art gallery for 14 years.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm very much promoting the arts and working with the artists. So kind of bringing that world into the restaurant bar world is really kind of magical, and that's what you kind of see here.
And this dining experience, where does the passion come from? Because as you're describing it, you're sharing, you know, and feeling it. It's very expressive in the art and just in the decor. I mean, every single detail that you've laid out here, from the mixology area to the kitchen, everything just looks incredibly well thought out.
Yeah, I think it's from my experience doing events for 14 years. You know, different things live in different areas, but they all want to be together. And so it's an open floor plan. The murals actually make and define the unique function. So we have a wine tasting installation, we have an installation for the retail, we have an installation for the main bar, and we have an installation for the food and tasting bar, which is right behind us.
Fantastic. And we're about to enjoy some fine dining ourselves, right?
Oh my goodness, yes.
So Shane, you brought in Chef Terry Naddis. Chef, thanks so much for joining us. And wow, it smells fantastic. You can already tell as soon as I sat down, it smells fantastic.
Well, you know, this is just a few things that Shane and I really just sort of love on our menu here. So first we can start with our roasted porchetta.
Yeah.
It's a Berkshire skin-on pork belly, roasted with some fennel pollen, fennel seed, rosemary, and some lemon zest.
Fantastic.
Then we have what we call our seafood socarrat, which is the socarrat is just the crispy rice on the bottom of a paella with some shellfish and a lobster stock.
Wonderful.
And our crispy polenta tots with our queso fundido and rajas with house-made chorizo.
All right, so we got the polenta tots.
Exactly.
So, and this is, you were sharing, this is a fundido?
Queso fundido with Oaxaca cheese, roasted poblano peppers pureed in there.
Wonderful. And
some house-made chorizo.
Great. And so what's the proper? We're going to dip this in the
dip it in there
fundido,
and try to get a little bit of everything there. The perfect bite.
Fantastic. All right, so we got a little chorizo there.
So the polenta, we still make the creamy polenta, and then we cool it down and form it and cut it.
I would never guess that that's polenta.
Right.
It's got the lightness. I can tell the lightness of the polenta, but there's a hardiness to it as well. There's just a richness. So where are we going next, Chef?
So next we could try the seafood socarrat right here.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. And right here, the seafood socarrat, we have head-on shrimp, monkfish, and some little neck clams, and a little scoop of this crispy rice here on the bottom.
Fantastic.
Is actually exactly.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So again, these are all just my favorite parts of what a paella is.
Yes.
Without calling it a paella.
All right. Let's start with the rice base.
Right. So it's a cauliflower rice, and it's cooked in a saffron lobster broth and some really good tomato in it.
We also have these lovely clams here. So, and they opened up perfectly.
Yeah, and those also cook in that same lobster broth, lobster and saffron broth. So we just cook them until they crack open, and then plate them right on top of that rice. So we put it, and then we just top this whole plate with that all that liquor that came out of those clams.
Yes.
And all that fish that's sort of sauteed in there, and pour that right over that rice to give us sort of that extra sort of creaminess.
This rice is this is taking me home. This is taking me to a younger day right here. So loving this rice. Great, fantastic, chef.
Thank you very much. So this porchetta right here is one of the things we're really happy about. We love this. This is one of the things I love.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
It's just a beautiful presentation.
Perfect.
But we'll go here. Let's go with that skin that you were.
You can hear the crunch.
You can hear the crunch.
Yeah. Wow. And then we move into
The pork butt.
the pork butt itself.
Yeah, which is pounded thin and marinated in the fennel pollen, fennel seed, rosemary, lemon zest, oregano.
Okay, that's a powerful.
So it's a
That's
very
yeah.
big kick from the fennel pollen. So you get a lot of that licorice. You get some citrus in that fennel pollen as well.
Love it. It brings it home, right? It's flavors of that are reminiscent of home,
Yep.
right? I love that it's very approachable, right? The both from a portions perspective, but also just from a flavors perspective. Shane, Chef Terry, thank you so much for sharing this wonderful meal with us. Really, just truly fabulous.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. And remember to come visit them here at Whino, a fantastic, beautiful restaurant here that just encapsulates all the creativity of art, food, and wine here in Ballston, the new redeveloped Ballston Quarter. Because remember that while Selling DC is about great homes, Locals Only is about great neighborhoods, and what makes a great neighborhood is a great place like this. I'm JP Montalvan. We'll see you next time on Locals Only, Selling DC.